Hello students, today we have to continue the topic adverbs. Okay, in the last video we had seen adverb and its definition. Okay, now the next topic is kinds of adverbs. There are various kinds of adverbs. They are adverbs of manner. Second, adverbs of place, adverb of time, adverb of frequency, adverbs of degree, and interrogative adverbs. Okay, so there are various kinds of adverbs. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of degree, and interrogative adverbs. Okay, now we will discuss each kind in detail. Okay, so let us start with the first one, that is adverbs of manner. Okay, so first kind is adverbs of manner. Okay, this adverbs of manner tells us how an action takes place. Okay, so this adverbs of manner tells us how an action takes place. Okay, so here you have to remember how an action is taking place. That adverbs of manner tells us. Okay, then it is usually placed after the main verb in the sentence or after the object of the main verb. Okay, so it is usually placed after the main verb or after the object of the verb. Okay, now examples are politely, quietly, loudly, etc. Okay, most of the adverbs of the manner ends in ly. Okay, some exceptions are there, but most of the adverbs of manner they ends in ly. Okay, now some exceptions are well, hard, fast. These are the examples that are not ending in ly. Okay, but they are also adverbs of manner. Okay, so adverbs of manner tells us how an action takes place. It is placed after the main verb or after the object of the verb. Then politely, quietly, loudly, etc. are the examples of these adverbs of manner. They are ending with ly. Some exceptions are there. Well, hard, fast. These are also called adverbs of manner, but the difference is they are not ending with ly. Okay, now we will go to the example of this adverb of manner. Let us discuss the example that Harish coughed loudly in order to get Mohit's attention. Okay, Harish coughed loudly in order to get Mohit's attention. Here, coughed is the main verb. Okay, in this sentence, coughed is the main verb and loudly is an In this sentence, this loudly adverb is placed after the main verb in this sentence. Okay, example is Harish coughed loudly in order to get Mohit's attention. For getting his attention, Mohit's attention, this Harish coughed very loudly. Okay, so in this sentence we can see that after this main verb coughed, loudly adverb is placed. Okay, so we have already discussed that these adverbs of manner are usually placed after the main verb. So here in this sentence, coughed is the main verb and this loudly is an adverb. Okay, then another example, Mala sings well. Okay, so here in this example, sings is the main verb and well is an adverb. Okay, here also this adverb is placed after the main verb. Okay, so well here is an adverb and in this sentence loudly is an adverb. Okay, so these are adverbs of manner. Important thing that you have to keep in your mind for this adverbs of manner is that it tells us how an action is taking place. Okay, and it is placed after the main verb or after the object of the main verb. Okay, now let us proceed to the second one, that is adverbs of place. Okay, next is adverbs of place. Okay, so here this adverb of place tells us where an action takes place. Here you have to learn where. Okay, in adverbs of manner हमने क्या देखा था? How we have to remember. Okay, but here in this adverbs of place, where you have to remember where an action takes place. So this adverbs of place tells us where an action takes place. Okay, so adverb of place, it is clear, no? Means where an action is taking place. Okay, and same with that one also, it is also usually placed after the main verb. It is placed after the main verb or after the object of the main verb. Okay, so this adverb of place is usually placed in the sentence after the main verb or after the object of the main verb. Okay, now example is I looked everywhere for the book. Okay, here the example is I looked everywhere for the book. Okay, so here looked is the main verb and everywhere is an adverb of place. Okay, so here also this adverb of place is placed after the main verb. Okay, so the example is I looked everywhere for the book. Looked is the main verb and this everywhere is an adverb. Let us go to the another example. Vidisha began to set up the table outside. Okay, that is another example. Vidisha began is the main verb here. Okay, this is the main verb. Okay, and here an adverb of place is outside. Outside is an adverb of place. So in this sentence you can see that this adverb is placed after the object of the main verb. Example is Vidisha began to set up the table. Began is the main verb. To set up the table is object. Okay, this to set up the table is object of the sentence, and this outside adverb is placed after the object of the main verb that we have discussed in its definition. Okay, adverbs of place tells us where an action takes place, and it is placed after the main verb or after the object of the main verb. So here in first sentence, this adverb of place is placed just after the main verb, but in the second example, this began is the main verb, and this to set up the table is an object, and this outside is an adverb of place. So here in this example, this adverb of place is placed after the object of the main verb. Okay, so two we have discussed today, that is adverb of manner, adverb of place. Okay, now the remaining one we will continue in our next video. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.